It's no secret. Child abuse remains a stain that many perceive as irremovable because of its prominence, silence from witnesses, and its broad global impact. But agencies like the Child Protection and Family Services Agency (CPFSA) are working twice as hard to remove that notion. The agency's latest effort, a child abuse community drive-through to sensitize citizens and awaken voices and actions to end even the smallest idea of abuse towards any child.
A message that says to the citizens all over Jamaica that it needs all hands on deck to care for our children.
The Child Protection and Family Services Agency has a mandate for children who are deemed to be in need of care and protection. These are children who have been abused, abandoned, neglected, or otherwise at risk. And we do interventions based on the several programs that we have.
Through its Child Abuse Community Drive-Through, the CPFSA has engaged members of several communities in St. Anne. The message was delivered through public speaking, flyer distribution, and other engaging activities.
If you feel like a child is being hurt, you have to report. We don't want you to get the facts. We don't want you to investigate. We don't want you to come with evidence. We want you to tell us so that we can roll out and do what we have to do. And so that's why we're trying to say to the persons in St. Anne today, you have to report.
The engagement is garnering partnerships with power movers of our nation. The initiative has been welcomed and joined by members of the Center for the Investigation of Sexual Offences and Child Abuse (CISOCA), the Jamaica Constabulary Force (JCF), and the Ministry of Justice, among others.
Our service partners are on board. They have come out to support us, and that is the message we want to send. So we have persons from the police, the CISOCA department, persons from restorative justice, from the child guidance clinic, from the probation department, from the hospital. And so it is saying to the wider society, look at how we as service partners have to collaborate, because caring for a child has so many dimensions.
Every year we partner with the CPFSA on different initiatives, whether it is parenting program or directly having to do with children.
It's things like these that our department, Community Safety and Security, is very interested in partnering with.
Of course, solving the issue of child abuse goes far beyond what these agencies are doing. Accountability continues to rest on the shoulders of a much larger Jamaica.
And I want to also speak to the prescribed persons, the persons who by virtue of their employment have to treat the children. So all the guidance counselors, the teachers, the doctors, the dentists, the librarians, you are prescribed persons. Meaning by law you don't have a choice. It's not that you wonder, should I or should I not. The normal man may wonder, but we as prescribed persons, we must. And if we fail to do so, we are failing our children.
Children want something that they can look up to and aspire to be. And when they see that there's so many persons behind them willing to assist them with getting all that they need, then it is a good look for our children. And I just want to encourage you parents to know where your children are at all times. It doesn't matter if you're going to leave them with a friend or anybody, just know where they are. Keep checking on them. Build a communication, break that gap so that you're able to reach them whenever they are having a situation.
And even if you're not a parent, guidance counselor, a teacher or doctor, there's still a part for you to play in ending the plague of child abuse in our country. Volunteer at a child abuse prevention program. The CPFSA's initiative is a great start. Understand what child abuse is and know the signs. Unexplained injuries are not the only signs of abuse. Look out for signs of depression, fear of adults, or even inappropriate sexual behaviors. Teach children their rights. Help them to understand that they have the right to be safe. That way, they'll be more likely to report an offender and less likely to think that the abuse was their fault. And report suspected cases of abuse or neglect.
You do not have to leave your name. You do not have to leave your information unless you choose to. You will remain anonymous, but what it will do, it will give even one child a chance. Children who are hearing, you can also self-report. If it is that you begin to feel uncomfortable with any adult, there is a way that you can call and you can self-report.
So, the mission is clear: working together to end child abuse in our island home.
Break the silence, report child abuse. That's the only way we can help our children. We have one aim and one aim only: to protect the Jamaican child.